Adele Dazeem.
The cringiest moments in Oscar history. The Academy Awards is supposed to be Hollywood's most prestigious night, a celebration of cinematic excellence. But let's be honest, sometimes the most unforgettable moments aren't about the movies at all. From shocking slip-ups to jaw-dropping awkwardness, here are the cringiest moments in Oscar history.
Only Adele Dazeem.
John Travolta butchers Idina Menzel's name. You had one job, John. In 2014, John Travolta was given the honor of introducing Idina Menzel for her performance of Let It Go. Simple, right? But in a moment of sheer confusion or maybe panic, Travolta managed to transform her name into Adele Dazeem? The internet had a field day with this one, and Idina, she didn't even flinch, she just let it go.
And someone, quite likely,
The Oscar Streaker. The 1974 Oscars gave audiences more than they bargained for when a man decided to make a bold fashion choice by wearing nothing at all. David Niven, who was presenting, didn't miss a beat.
but isn't it fascinating to think that probably the only laugh that man will ever get in his life is by stripping off and showing his shortcomings.
The only laugh that man will ever get in his life is by stripping off and showing his shortcomings. The streaker, Robert Opel, was actually a photographer and activist, proving that sometimes the biggest statements don't require words or clothes. Tom Hanks accidentally outs his high school teacher. Tom Hanks is one of Hollywood's most beloved actors, but even the nicest guy in the room can have an awkward moment. While accepting his Oscar for Philadelphia, Hanks gave a heartfelt shout-out to his high school drama teacher.
But I had the pleasure of just the other evening, Mr. Raleigh Farnsworth was my high school drama teacher who taught me that act well the part, there all the glory lies. And one of my classmates under Mr. Farnsworth, Mr. John Gilkerson. I mention their names because they are two of the finest gay Americans, two wonderful men.
And accidentally outed him on national TV. The teacher, Raleigh Farnsworth, had never publicly shared his sexuality, and this unexpected reveal was so awkward it actually inspired the 1997 comedy In and Out, starring Kevin Kline. Maybe a little inappropriate, but as far as awkward goes, it doesn't top this next one, Angelina Jolie's infamous kiss. When Angelina Jolie won Best Supporting Actress for Girl Interrupted, she was overcome with emotion, naturally. But what really got people talking wasn't her speech, it was the way that she celebrated with her brother.
I'm in shock, and I'm so in love with my brother right now. He just held me and said he loved me, and I know he's so happy for me.
The affectionate kiss sparked endless gossip and even rumors of something weird going on. Years later, Jolie's brother, James Haven, insisted it was just an innocent sibling moment. But let's be real, the damage was weird. I mean, I love my sister, but I don't think I've ever kissed her on the lips. While we're on the subject of smooching, Adrian Brody's surprise kiss on Halle Berry.
Is the first Academy Award and nomination for Adrian Brody.
What's the first thing you do after winning an Oscar? Well, if you're Adrian Brody, you plant a very unexpected kiss on presenter Halle Berry, who later admitted that she was completely shocked but decided to just go with it. In today's world, this moment would not have aged well because, well, consent matters. You're not the Oscars, bro. Sasheen.
Hello, my name is Sasheen Littlefeather. I'm Apache, and I'm president of the National Native American Affirmative Image Committee. I'm representing Marlon Brando this evening, and he has asked me to tell you in a very long speech, which I cannot share with you presently because of time, but I will be glad to share with the press afterwards, that he very regretfully cannot accept this very generous award. And the reasons for this being are the treatment of American Indians today by the film industry, excuse me, and on television in movie reruns, and also with recent happenings at Wounded Knee. I beg at this time that I have not intruded upon this evening, and that we will, in the future, our hearts and our understandings will meet with love and generosity. Thank you on behalf of Marlon Brando.
Sacheen Littlefeather rejects Marlon Brando's Oscar. Huh? Well, in 1973, Marlon Brando made a bold statement against Hollywood's treatment of Native Americans by refusing to accept his Oscar for The Godfather. Instead, activist Sacheen Littlefeather took the stage in his place. Some audience members booed, and reports later claimed that John Wayne was so angry that he had to physically be restrained from dragging the person off stage. But in a bizarre twist, after Littlefeather's death in 2022, her own sisters claimed that she wasn't actually Native American, calling her a pretendian, raising even more controversy. Speaking of controversy, Will Smith slaps Chris Rock. It was the slap heard around the world. In 2022, the Oscars went from Hollywood glamour to WWE SmackDown when Will Smith walked on stage and slapped Chris Rock over a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head. The fallout was immediate. Smith won Best Actor that night, but was later banned from the Oscars for 10 years. And just like that, Slapgate became one of the most infamous moments in Academy Awards history.
People go, Chris, how come you didn't do nothing back? Because I was raised. I got parents. And you know what my parents taught me? Don't fight in front of white people.
I feel like they've kind of gotten over it. Finally, we'll talk about when Moonlight won Best Picture. What?
We lost, by the way, but, you know.
Guys, I'm sorry. No, there's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Moonlight won. This is not a joke. I'm afraid they read the wrong thing.
This is not a joke. Moonlight has won Best Picture. Moonlight, Best Picture.
I think you guys should keep it anyway. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Guys, this is very unfortunate what happened. Personally, I blame Steve Harvey for this.
Well, might be the most awkward mix-up in Oscar history. In 2017, Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway accidentally announced La La Land as Best Picture, but there was one problem. It was actually Moonlight that was the big winner. It wasn't until after the La La Land crew had already given their speeches that the mistake was revealed, leading to an incredibly uncomfortable moment as they had to hand over the award to the real winners and kind of scurry off stage. It's historic, but it was also painfully awkward. Because let's be honest, no one wants to win an Oscar like that. At least it's memorable. So there you have it. Hollywood's biggest night isn't always about the awards. Sometimes it's the epic fails, awkward encounters, and shocking moments that steal the show. Which of these moments do you think was the most cringeworthy? What ones did I leave off the list? Let me know in the comments, and follow for more content like this.
Sha-la-la-la.